Hey viewers, welcome to Chunner Checks It Out. My name's Chunner. In this video, I'm going to be watching Golden Kamuy, episode 56. That last episode was such lore-heavy, fantastic goodness. I'm not sure where we're going to go from here. I'm assuming Asirpa still needs to get rescued, and Sugimoto and Shiraishi are going to try and do that, but I'm not sure how that's going to happen as it's just them. And maybe Hijikata might show up as well. But, yo, let's check it out.
7人のアイヌたちは殺し合った。ウイルクも、キロラン家も。
Oh, looking for the gold.
銀塊を放棄しろ、アシリパ。
Give up on the gold?
の解き方をすでに知っているのだろう。
She's getting excited. She has an idea, but she's not sure. Okay. Asirpa's father's name is Horikyu Oskoni. That's his Ainu name. And I guess you wouldn't know that unless you grew up with him. Kiradanki should have known that, but Kiradanki's not around anymore. And you probably needed some of the skins as well. Maybe that's how they line up. So if the skins all have a letter, then maybe that has something to do with how they line up. From what they're saying, everything's not set in stone, but what Lieutenant Tsurumi is saying definitely makes sense in that Hijikata's ideals and Asirpa's father's ideals have really both good intentions, but it's hard to think of how that would work with Japan being right there. And so, of course, in hindsight, we know that what Lieutenant Tsurumi wants is what actually happened to Japan and what happened to Hokkaido. So yeah, I'm not sure where this is going, but obviously that's what happened in life. I also just realized that we still haven't finished the Ogata Russian sniper battle yet. They alluded to that about 3 or 4 episodes ago, and they haven't even shown either one of those two. So that's got to come into play at some point in time, and I'm not sure how that would link up with Sugimoto trying to free Asirpa. All these 7th soldiers have something in common when they battled the Russo-Japan War. Battle of First Hill. Somebody did teach him. You need the special wood. Wanted to pass down his heritage. That's the one that his father was making for him. Ariko. Lieutenant Tsurumi is just trying to figure out this pattern. Why don't you slow down? Oh, man. Oh, that was Tsukushima. Oh, here we go. I was just thinking about this. I just thought about it because of the intro. Kadokura, I don't know how he made it out of that burning building. All the Ainu are getting taken out. She thinks it's her fault. She's blaming herself. Tsukushima just shot him in the chest. Oh, he was wearing some kind of bulletproof vest? Or maybe that was his knife. He took the knife and he put it right there. He created his own design because that was literally the bullet that stopped him from Tsukushima taking him out, because he just had it right against his heart.
助けていただいたご恩は忘れません。月島軍総が足リパンが問えばしちゃいます。応援にドヒコが連れ一つごあんのか。いや、月島を連れ戻せ。暗号を解く鍵は正しい気がする。
Because she told him the answer.
見ろ。さっきはビール工場にいたからわからなかったが、お前ビールを頭からかぶっ。我々が隣の部屋で聞いていることを知っていたとして。全部嘘だったとは限らないじゃないか。本当の目的が日本の防衛と繁栄のためだと信じたっていいではないか。
Wait, he still thinks he's lying now? Interesting.
ありがとうよ、王様。
Did you copy his tattoo?
アット氏の糸をケネと呼んでるハンノキの赤い汁で染めるんだが、着物が雨に濡れて赤い樹液がにじみ出て鉄に触れた部分の色が変わったのだと分かっ。門倉の持っていた入れ墨人皮が水に濡れ、その後に金属の釜に触れた。その時に黒く変色したものとしなかったものが見えた。本物を凌駕する偽物を作ってしまったのかも。
Oh, it was higher quality. So the ones that turn black are higher quality, so those are the fakes. Alright, so they know which ones are the fakes now.
そして暗号を解く鍵はやっぱり父の名前。
それぞれの入れ墨人皮には様々な共通する音の漢字が入っていた。狼に追いつく。お前の手柄だぜ、キロちゃん。
Kidanki knew that.
急いで解読しなきゃ先を越される。あいつらを出し抜く方法は海賊坊太郎が最後に教えてくれた情報にかける。アイヌが大昔に集めた金塊を最初に隠した場所。
Alright. We're actually moving out of the town.
こっち広いぜ。あらあら、担当者は後ろですよ。
They're gonna kick him out.
に迷惑だよ。
それぞれの川には共通する同じ音の漢字がいくつも入っている。でもホロケオオシコに以外は全ておとりだ。
漢字に詳しくないであろう娘にウィルクはあえて漢字の暗号を与え、あくまで和人と協力して金塊を見つけろというウィルクの伝言でもあるのではないか。だって鶴見中尉たちとこうしてる可能性
Wilk
も
wanted to work with KIKUTA.
どの線にも交わらない一本の線を表す文様は入れ墨人皮にも共通している。何か重要な意味があるのではないだろうか。
こりゃいいや、俺らだけの特等席だね。
Nice seat. Sugimoto's getting tired. He's gonna remember KIKUTA. After watching the ED, I really want to know what Sugimoto is doing. It obviously looks like he's in some form of combat and in some kind of shootout or something like that. And at some point in time, it looks like he's eating something and maybe making a fire and starting the embers of a fire and trying to make sure that the fire doesn't go out. So is he just kind of reacting to his day-to-day life over the course of many years? Is that Sugimoto's story? This episode was basically kind of the conclusion of the Hokkaido beer factory Ogata escape from the Russian. We also got a little bit of backstory about Kikuta and Ariko, and it looks like what's happening is that a lot of the Ainu people who enlisted in the military and went under the 7th are either moving on or passing away and going on their own journey. Well, I guess this episode was the fact that Asirpa figured out one of the keys to solving this mystery of the skins is that, well, Asirpa actually had a couple issues. One that Lieutenant Tsurumi wasn't even dealing with. And that fact was that they had potentially some fake skins mixed in with the real skins, or they could have all been fake skins and they weren't sure which ones were the fake ones and which ones were the real ones. Asirpa had that to deal with. She remembered something back in her time, that there was a way that if this leather was put on iron, then it would potentially change color, and if it changes color, then that means a higher end of dye was used, and the person who made the fake skins was really into that, of making the best quality, and the best quality was the ones that would turn dark after being put next to iron, because that's just the property of that type of dye. Whereas the other types of dyes that were made with Wilk was that those dyes were just regular dyes. They weren't the high-end dyes, and so they wouldn't have that property of being put next to iron and changing color. So that's how they figured out which ones were the fake ones. And then also Asirpa figured out that Wilk's Ainu name was kind of the key to figuring out the mystery of the skins once they had all the skins. So now it looks like we're kind of moving into the end game. As we're moving on and trying to decipher the skins, Sugimoto is reflecting back, and it seems like he's falling asleep actually, and in his dreams he's remembering his days with Kikuta. Tell me what you think about this episode in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.